Have you ever looked at a picture of the Great Pyramids of Giza and just wondered, how did an ancient civilization thousands of years ago build something so massive, so precise, and so enduring? It's a question that has baffled historians, engineers, and dreamers for centuries. Today, we're going on a journey back in time, not just to look at the pyramids, but to understand their story, their evolution, and the incredible human spirit that brought them to life. Forget the alien theories for a moment. The real story is even more fascinating. Let's unravel the history of the Egyptian pyramids. Our story begins long before the iconic Giza pyramids pierced the sky. We need to go back to around 2670 BC, to the third dynasty of Egypt. The pharaohs of this era believed their journey continued into the afterlife, and they needed a tomb that was not only secure, but also a symbol of their divine power. The earliest royal tombs were flat-roofed, rectangular structures called mastabas, made of mud. They were impressive for their time, but one man, a brilliant architect and vizier named Imhotep, had a much grander vision. Serving Pharaoh Imhotep decided to do something revolutionary. Instead of just one mastaba, he planned to stack several of them on top of each other, each one smaller than the one below. The result was the world's first major stone building, the Step Pyramid at Saqqara. This wasn't just a bigger tomb. It was a ladder to the heavens, a physical representation of the pharaoh's ascent to join the gods. The Step Pyramid complex was a city for the dead, complete with temples, courtyards, and shrines. Imhotep's creation was a turning point, marking the beginning of the Old Kingdom's golden age of pyramid building. Inspired by Djoser's monument, subsequent pharaohs attempted to build their own pyramids. The next major leap came with Pharaoh Sneferu, the founder of the 4th dynasty and the father of Khufu, the builder of the Great Pyramid. Sneferu was arguably the most prolific pyramid builder in Egyptian history. His first attempt at Medum started as a step pyramid and was later converted into a true pyramid, but it ultimately collapsed. Learning from this, he moved to Dahshur and began another. This is where we get the famous bent pyramid. Halfway through its construction, the engineers realized their initial angle of 54 degrees was too steep and unstable. To prevent another collapse, they changed the angle to a much gentler 43 degrees for the top half, giving it its distinct bent appearance. While it might look like a mistake, the bent pyramid is a testament to the ancient Egyptians' ability to learn, adapt, and innovate in real time. It's a frozen moment of ancient engineering. Not satisfied, Sneferu tried one more time. Just a short distance from the bent pyramid, he commissioned the red pyramid, applying all the lessons he had learned from his previous projects. He built the first successful, smooth-sided, true pyramid, named for the reddish hue of its limestone core. The red pyramid stands as a masterpiece of design and a direct predecessor to the wonders of Giza. Sneferu had perfected the art, paving the way for his son. And then came the big one, the pinnacle of pyramid construction. Pharaoh Khufu, Sneferu's son, chose a new site, a rocky plateau that would become world-famous Giza. For his House of Eternity, he commissioned the Great Pyramid. For about 2 decades, tens of thousands of skilled workers, not slaves, as is often depicted, quarried, transported, and meticulously placed over 2 million limestone and granite blocks. Some of these blocks, especially in the king's chamber, get up to 80 tons and were brought from quarries over 500 miles away. The precision is mind-boggling. The pyramid is aligned almost perfectly with the 4 cardinal points of the compass. The base is level 2 within just a few centimeters. How they achieve this without modern tools remains a subject of intense debate. Theories range from using water-filled trenches to level the ground, to using the sun and stars for alignment. The internal structure, with its grand gallery and multiple chambers, is an engineering marvel in itself, designed to protect the pharaoh's final resting place. But the Giza story doesn't end with Khufu. His son, Khafer, built the second largest pyramid at Giza. While slightly smaller than his father's, it appears taller because it was built on higher ground. Khafer also gave us another iconic monument, the Great Sphinx. Carved from a single outcrop of limestone, this mythical creature with the body of a lion and the head of a pharaoh has guarded the pyramids for over 4.5 millennia. its enigmatic gaze, watching the centuries pass by. The third and smallest of the Giza pyramids was built by Khufu's son, Meng. Though much smaller, its casing was partially made of expensive red granite, a sign of its own prestige. Together, these three pyramids, guarded by the Sphinx, create the iconic Giza necropolis, a site that has captured the human imagination like no other. So why did the pyramid building era end? After the 4th dynasty, the scale of pyramid construction began to decline. Later, pyramids were smaller, built with less durable materials like mud brick cores. There were several reasons for this. The immense cost and labor required for projects like the Giza pyramids were a huge drain on the state's resources. The religious focus also shifted. By the 5th and 6th dynasties, more emphasis was placed on the cult of the sun god Ra, and large temples became more important. Eventually, the Old Kingdom collapsed, leading to a period of instability. While some pharaohs in the later Middle Kingdom tried to revive the tradition, they never reached the scale or quality of the Old Kingdom masters. The era of the Great Pyramids had passed. The preferred royal tomb became a more hidden, less conspicuous chamber, like those found in the Valley of the Kings. From Imhotep's stacked mastabas to Sneferu's experiments, and finally, Khufu's perfect form. The history of the pyramids is a story of ambition, innovation, and an unwavering belief in eternity. These structures were not just tombs, they were resurrection machines, political statements, and a connection between the earthly and the divine. Today, as the sun sets over the Giza Plateau, casting long shadows from these ancient giants, we are left with a profound sense of awe. They stand as a powerful reminder of what humanity can achieve. They challenge us to think big, to build things that last, and to never stop reaching for the heavens. The pyramids keep their secrets well, but their story is a legacy written in stone for all of us to read. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey through time. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dives into history's greatest mysteries. Let me know in the comments which ancient wonder you'd like to explore next. See you in the next video.